India and Netherlands go back 4 centuries. It's the 5th largest investor in India, the 5th largest trading partner in EU as well. And with what has happened today with Prime Minister Mark Rutte here in India, it can be said that relations will be taken even further. And we have the pleasure of having Prime Minister Rutte here. Welcome, sir. To tell us what exactly has happened here. Today you've had talks with Prime Minister Modi. Just tell us the significance of these talks, because you've gone into areas such as even counter-terrorism, where earlier there wasn't much that was being done between India and Netherlands.
Absolutely. The relationship between India and the Netherlands is a good one. But since Prime Minister Modi came into the Prime Ministership, I think the whole thing has accelerated. Both on the political end, you mentioned terrorism, I could mention cybercrime, these type of issues. We will do much more. At the same time, we discussed how the Netherlands and Dutch companies can help in bringing about the various projects, the vision of the Prime Minister, like Make in India, but also
and Digital India, as well as Skill India and Clean
the Ganga River, the 100 smart cities, Digital India. So all these programs, we have Dutch companies, world-class standard, like Philips, Unilever, but also many medium-sized and smaller companies which can help in water management, waste management, in construction, in agriculture, and all these areas.
Agriculture is another huge area where you've had extensive talks as well. Your minister was here a day in advance, and could you tell us a little bit more about what can be done? Because we are facing a situation where a large part of our country, our farmers are dependent on the weather, and that is something that could be perhaps addressed with what the Netherlands has in terms of technology as well as know-how?
Yeah, the Netherlands is a very small country, and still we are the second biggest exporter of agricultural products. So we have learned a lot about how to deal with the agricultural sector and how to make it into a success. In India you have many smallholders, so farmers with a small company. Many Indian people work and live there and have their livelihood from that. And we have discussed together how we can use some of our insights and some of our knowledge to further the Indian agricultural sector, whilst at the same time for us to learn how you are dealing with some of the issues you are working on here. Be less dependent on the exact amount of water falling is something we can help with, because we have been able to produce agricultural products with a minimum amount of water.
And if we were to go back to Make in India, and as far as economics is concerned, what are the specific areas that you're looking at? There is skill development as well, there is smart cities, there is coastal road in Maharashtra along with the metro line. That is amazing if it's possible.
That's a very concrete project. I'm flying out to Mumbai tonight, and then I have meetings tomorrow with the Chief Minister and others, particularly on this project, which is huge, which is fascinating and daring, where Dutch construction companies are involved. Whilst at the same time you are gaining experience here in India with airports and other projects of what a smart city should be about, and we can learn from that. So it is really a two-way street. It is not just us bringing our knowledge, it is also learning from what you are doing in India and applying it in the Netherlands.
And is it also a two-way street as far as cooperation in other areas are concerned, such as knowledge? There is technology transfer that is happening with agreements even today that are being signed and have been signed.
Absolutely.
But how do you take this further?
Some of the agreements today are about knowledge transfer, how to get PhD students from India to the Netherlands, how to get, for example, in the area of vaccines, an important issue, but also in the area of healthcare at large.
What do you need India to do at this point? Because we are trying to, our government is working on increasing ease of business as well. What would your suggestions be, or the delegation that accompanied, a huge one at that?
Yeah, we have over 100 companies in the delegation. I can say that what the government is doing is necessary. And it's very promising to the ease of business, of doing business. I think India now is on the 150th place. And the vision of Prime Minister Modi is to be with the first 50 countries in the world. I'm absolutely convinced he will get there, because he is cutting a lot of red tape at the moment. Taking the low-hanging fruit, cutting red tape, making it into a success. Take taxation, important, that you have clarity for the next couple of years as a company investing in India, what the taxation situation will be.
Right.
So in all these areas, and primarily, and I also told him this, the fact that he has a clear vision with all these programs, it helps companies to say, okay, this is what he wants, this is what the Indian government wants, so here we can apply, here we can help. And what also helps is he himself traveling all over the world, being very active on the world stage. So he's a well-known person.
That in fact is my last question to you. What Prime Minister Modi wants, what every Indian wants, is India's rightful place in the world community. Be it the world economic bodies, be it the United Nations, specifically in the Security Council. We're glad that you're supporting it. But what about getting the roadblocks off the roads?
Well, the first thing to do here is for him to travel, and that's exactly what he is doing. He's a bit of a rock star when he travels to New York. The public holds,
particularly among the Indian diaspora. And
yes, but also
the Netherlands has a huge
the Netherlands has the second biggest diaspora outside the UK in Europe.
Yes.
So in the Netherlands, if he would come to the Netherlands, and I would love to host him, he would be a great success.
You've extended a formal invitation?
Well, but what we decided today is we had a fantastic surround table with CEOs of big companies. And we agreed that we should follow up on this.
Okay.
So next time when he travels to Europe, we'll try to also have another CEO roundtable, if possible, in the Netherlands. And I would love for him to visit the country. And he will be a success, no doubt, with the Indian diaspora, but also with the Dutch public at large. Because India, the last 12 months, is much higher on the agenda, is much more known.
Right.
Of course, we all know India is a very big country, but now that you are growing faster than China, that you have such a focused governmental program, that all helps.
Well, let's hope that you help shine new light in India, sir. Thank you so much.
We will help wherever we can, and this is the start of a very good relationship.
Thank you.
Okay.